What's up, guys? This is Kephas. And we are back after defeating Opal in the 5th gym. Yes, I believe. We are heading back to Hammerlock. Hopefully I'm getting all these names right. Nice little shortcut to get us back here, and then we will be moving on to the next area. But I think it might be a little bit fun today if we go and visit some max raid dungeons, or max raid dens. Yes, I think. So again, it's going to get tricky now, because when it comes to the wild area, I'm having a hard time remembering what I've done and what I haven't done. I'm also having a hard time not getting stuck on things. So yeah, so Bede has kind of been, what's the word? Abandoned by the people that he was working for, because we're slowly beginning to find out that the president of the company, the power company, is kind of a jerk. So poor Bede. That's why I kind of feel sorry for Bede. I don't think Bede's all that bad. He's just he's just a rough around the edges kind of cocky guy, but fortunately, he finds a new mentor and things work out for him, as you can see. So Opal is going to use Bede to become her new Padawan. Is that the word? Apprentice. And it's kind of cool. I actually like his story. I think it's kind of cool. A lot of people don't like the story in this game. I don't mind it all that much. For a Pokemon story, it's pretty simple. So anyway, that's enough about that. But yeah, so we're going to go back to the wild area before we head east, moving on to the next gym. I thought it might be fun to do a couple of max raid battles. Whoa, it's very, very, very hard for me to see. Harder than usual, that is. Now, of course, there are a lot of wild area spots that I haven't caught Pokemon in. I'm kind of waiting, because it's just very difficult for me to keep track of the area that I'm in. Even if I have to go back and watch the videos to try to remember. So I do apologize if I mess up, but I'm trying to maintain my plan of only catching one Pokemon in each of the sub areas out here. So we'll see if I can actually manage that. If I don't, it's because I can't keep track, and it's a pain to try to keep track. So I do apologize, but we're going to do our best. I haven't caught anything in the northern location, so that much I do know. So we will do the best we can. We gotta keep track of the trees here. Wow, this is like the jackpot tree right here. Dang. Okay, now we're good. Got tons of berries on that one. Heck yeah, look at these. Bruh, cool. Okay, so yeah, I haven't caught any Pokemon in the northern wild area yet. Only in the southern, and I haven't even caught Pokemon in every area down there. I think I kind of remember how many I've caught, but again, I do apologize. I probably should have done things a little bit. Maybe I should be like, for every area I can catch that many Pokemon in the wild area. That might have been easier, but I thought it would be fun to try to keep it, like as consistent with the rules that I set up as possible. So, yeah, it's the wild area definitely makes things, especially for a first-time Nuzlocker, which is what I am, it makes things tricky in some aspects, but very easy in other aspects, in terms of just the fact that how easy it is to level up your Pokemon. So, anyway, we're going to keep going. I know that the next gym, excuse me, Mr. Bear, the next gym will be a rock gym. So we have a lot of options in terms of Pokemon that we can use. I think fighting is strong against rock. I might be wrong about that, but I know for sure that water is strong against rock. Ooh, look at this. We have a grass and dark type. Let's go ahead and... we have the Pokemon we want. This might be an option for us to take. So we're not going to switch. We're just going to do the battle. And maybe we'll catch a couple of... I know I can catch at least, I think, 2 Dynamax Pokemon. Maybe 3, because I can't remember if I caught a 3rd one. I think I did, though. So I want to say that it's 2. So Nuzleaf. He's a grass type. And I don't really have a lot of grass types, so he might be an option, actually. I might go ahead and do this. I can't remember. I think you evolve him with a Leaf Stone, so that wouldn't be too difficult. So we're just going... Okay, anyways. Let's use Max Flare. It's going to be strong against him. Now, the only thing, though, is I don't really feel like I need any Leaf Pokemon anytime soon. Because I know that... So the Rock I mean, he'd be useful in the next gym, but I already have plenty of Pokemon that would be strong there. The gym after this, there's 2 gyms left. There's Pierce's gym, which is like a dark type gym, I believe. And then there's the Dragon gym, and that's going to have some fire types, some dragon types, obviously. A lot of different, it's a little bit more complicated there. So I don't know how useful he'll be, but then again, we will be battling the gym trainers again in the championship. So maybe, you know, he might come in handy. So maybe I should go ahead and catch him just to get a leaf Pokemon. That might be what I do. So I'm thinking about it. But either way, we can catch 2, so he might be the first one. And it's something different. I actually really don't ever use a Nuzleaf, so yeah, he'll be a little bit stronger because he's like a 3-star, so that's cool too. He's very easy to take out right now, though, that's for sure. But yeah, so we're gonna take our water Pokemon with us. We're gonna take Walter, obviously, and I have another water Pokemon somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Whoops. Ooh, that hurt somebody else though. And then, of course, Bob has a grass-type move, so he might be useful. We have Blitz here, who has a fighting-type move, and I think fighting-type is strong against rock-type, if I understand. So I don't really feel like I have to worry too much, other than just making sure my Pokemon are strong enough. So leveling up is kind of going to be the big thing right now, not so much catching anything new to deal with it. But I don't think it will be too much of trouble. We'll just keep going, and then obviously when we get to the next area, yeah, let's go ahead and catch him. You know, why not? Let's use a Pokeball. Different Pokeball. We have Heal Balls, Great Balls, Dusk Balls, Level Ball, Ultra Ball, Heavy Ball, Love Ball. We'll go ahead and use a Heal Ball, just because I probably won't use these any other time. They look different, so sometimes I like to use different balls just because of how they look. It's probably weird, but I don't know. And the Heal Ball looks, I mean, it's not my favorite one. I actually kind of like the Dusk Ball a lot. I think that one looks kind of cool. So either way, we got Nuzleaf. That's cool. Got to think of a name for him. I'm telling you, the most difficult part about Nuzlocke for me is trying to name these guys. So, and I'm sorry, my names aren't the most creative names ever. So, wow, we got a lot of candy though, so that's cool. But I think I'm going to go ahead and name Nuzleaf. I mean, you know, it's not the most impressive name in the world, but we're going to name him Leafy. Leafy. Yeah, there you go. So, welcome to the team, Leafy. You might come in handy, you might not, but either way, it was a rare wild den thing, so that was kind of cool. But let's keep going. We have at least one more to catch. You guys know how I am. I'm very selective about my wild dens. What's this? Anything good? Well, let me see. Revive. No, useless. Useless for a Nuzlocke, but hey, we can sell it and make some money, so there is that. So far, so good on the fainting of any of my Pokemon. I haven't lost anybody yet. No one has died, so I think I'm doing pretty good so far, but things are going to heat up. They're going to ramp up. I'm also lost right now. I have no idea where I am. That's awesome. Whoa! Hi, Rhydon. Let's be safe, you know? Let's go ahead and use our flight power and go back here. Not there. Well, I guess there would have been fine. We'll go up here. Yeah. That's a safe thing, because I get lost in these places. And this, actually, the rain, I love when it's dark or when it's raining, because it's very easy for me to see where the dens are. So, I mean, I probably should stay in the Northern Wild area, because I probably would get different max raid Pokemon. So maybe this is a mistake coming back here, but there are tons of dens here. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think only so many dens show up at a time, and they won't, like, reset until you defeat all of the dens. I think that's how it works, so it's, you know, either way I have to come back down here. So we'll see what happens. So the rule with the max raid dungeons, or max raid battles, is I can catch a Pokemon from them for the number of badges that I have. So I currently have 5 badges. Ooh, this thing. You know, what's funny is I kind of forget what's strong against this thing. So, I can't remember what's strong against Psychic off the top of my head. I do have a cheat sheet, though, so I should probably consult that. Okay, so Psychic is weak against Bug, Dark, and Ghost. So I have plenty of options for that. Thank you to my wife for this awesome cheat sheet that saves my butt all the time. Okay, so let's see who we want to use then. We got plenty of options here. Bob has a dark move, or a ghost move. Actually, you know what? Let's use Bob, because Bob is the man. He got us through the last gym with ease. So, okay, so let's do this thing. So we're going to send Bob in there to take on this monstrosity. This is the weirdest Pokemon that I think I've ever seen. I don't know what this thing is supposed to be. I really don't know what that thing is supposed to be. But my wife and I both agree it looks oddly like a fetus. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's creepy, and the description for it is creepy. But yeah, it's a weird looking, man, and I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm not catching it. No, thank you. Sorry, it's not to be. It's like my villagers in Animal Crossing. If you look weird, I probably don't want to keep you. But so yeah, let's just go ahead and take this thing out and go ahead and get some candies. Yeah, and obviously, unlike regular battles, like and the rule is my first battle, I have to catch the Pokemon in any area, but with max raid dungeons, that's not going to be the case because, like, it's just, I don't know, it's just weird that way. So max raid dungeons, maybe the way I do it is makes things a little bit easy for me, but you know, I like to be selective in some aspects to what I'm going to catch when it comes to these. So because I can only do so many, but either way, we're trying to be careful. And besides that, it's just for fun, anyways. Who cares? It's just, you know, most of the times when I was reading about Nuzlocke, because I've never done a Nuzlocke before. Everybody was like, yeah, just do whatever you want. Who cares? It's just for you to have fun with. So there's no competition here. But my attack honestly didn't do a whole lot on him. So it's strong, but is it a weak attack? No, it's not actually. We'll try it again. But he's hurt. I mean, he shouldn't be too much of a problem to take out. I mean, besides that, I'm probably just break his ridiculous shell anyways. So, how do you guys, after a few months, how do you guys feel about max raid battles? In some aspects, I think they're fun, and in other aspects, I think they're frustrating. I think that, like, it's tricky to do them. I hope that, like, they continue something with this kind of thing, because I think it's neat, but it's like, you know, kind of a rock and a hard place in terms of how do you make these fun and challenging, but also not feel like a grind. And by grind, I don't mean like doing a bunch of them, but just like right now, like he puts this, like I could do a very powerful attack, but if it's at that HP point where he's going to put his shell up, it won't do a lot of damage. And so it's very difficult to know when to Dynamax, when to use certain attacks, you know, that kind of thing. And so I don't think that Dynamaxing is perfect. And it may just be that Pokemon isn't one of those games where you do stuff like this, but like at the same time, the experience, like just doing these, I think is a lot of fun, and the concept is really cool. I just don't think it's perfect. You know what I mean? So like, I'm definitely not on the camp of people that think that Mega Evolutions were just all around better. Like, I don't know. Like, I think Mega Evolutions are really cool, but like I think this is just as cool. Like, I love Mega Evolutions, don't get me wrong, but like I think it's neat that every Pokemon can be viable instead of just having the Pokemon that, you know, can Mega Evolve. Like, I thought Mega Evolutions were awesome, but it did kind of like, you know, you would only use so many Pokemon if you wanted to use Mega Evolutions. At least now, like, you know, there are Gigantamax Pokemon, so there are still those special forms. Sorry, I was listening for the tree. Like, you still have Pokemon that have special forms, like Charizard still has a special form. There's like a special form Meowth, and I think that's cool. You know, I think it's cool that there are more Pokemon that you can Gigantamax, but I still think it's neat that every Pokemon can at least Dynamax. So you get this like giant form for every Pokemon. I'm like, there's tons of trees around here. I could probably get all of them, but I'm just kind of like, just kind of trying to get some max raid dungeons in, max raid battles. Keep calling them max raid dungeons. Sorry, I use the word dungeon all the time. It's, you know, playing Zelda, I play WoW. Everything is a dungeon, and then you play this game, and it's like, I call it gyms dungeons, I call it max raids dungeons. I'm the worst. I'm the worst with names. I get confused. I'm like an old man who just happens to be in his early 30s. Like, but I'm like old and grumpy, and I can't remember anything, and I call my grandkids the wrong name all the time. I get frustrated. That's me. Okay, ooh. Now this, I'm going to catch this just out of principle because I like this Pokemon. So obviously we're going to use Rook on this guy. I probably could have used Blitz, but you know what? We'll get everybody out there and get them all exercised, working out, and all that kind of stuff. So All right, so we'll catch this, and then we'll move on to the next place. That's kind of the idea. So, yeah, Hitmonchan is a good catch in my opinion. Although I do have a lot of fighting types, Hitmonchan is just cool, and I still have plenty of Pokemon that I can catch out in the wild area. We're going to be going to new places where I can catch Pokemon, so I'm cool with it. So we're going to catch this guy. And I want to try to move on to the next two dungeons. Yeah, I did it again. The next two gyms before ever having to come back to the wild area, so that we can like get through them, and then we'll come back. We'll have to come back to Hammerlock for the last one, and maybe then we'll revisit the wild area one more time, and then before we move on to the championship, we can catch the max raid Pokemon and do some wild area stuff then too. So there have been some episodes where I haven't advanced other than just doing wild area training or just catching Pokemon. So, you know, I think those are fun, but I like to advance too. So I don't want to have like 5 episodes where I'm just chilling out here. So so I do apologize if these are like not as exciting as like the advancing the storyline, but it's part of the Nuzlocke. You know, you gotta train. You gotta live to win till you die. That's the idea. So, oh, that looked like it hurt. Obviously, on a water Pokemon, not very good. Not what you want to see, but either way, let's see. Yep, he's fainted. That's okay. At least I didn't faint. So again, like I probably would have taken this guy out in one hit, but because of these barrier things, it's not gonna happen because that's how it's designed. And I don't know. I mean, if you didn't have anything there, dang man, I forgot. Hitmonchan is, in my experience, one of the toughest fights in the wild area. Not because he can knock me out, but because he has so many moves that he gets to use. Like, he can knock out all the other Pokemon. So this might become a failure, which obviously, since there are other Pokemon involved, doesn't count as a failure for me in terms of the Nuzlocke. But either way, the good news is once they're fainted, they can't faint again for at least a couple rounds, ideally. So, so if he makes this guy faint, at least I'm still safe for now. Ow! But I say that, and then he does that, and it hurt. So, bruh. Oh god, please don't kill me. That would be very annoying. Very, very annoying. Okay, good. The round ended. See, he gets to use like 5 attacks. I don't know why specifically Hitmonchan is like so strong and why he gets to do so much. It's weird. But I remember trying to catch a 5-star Hitmonchan from this for a while, and it took me like a few tries, and then I had to get like other people, not NPCs, to help because he was just so difficult. So hopefully, yes, dude, Rook, you're fast. I love you. Thank you so much. That's awesome. So yeah, we're gonna catch Hitmonchan. I already have a name for him. Let's see. We'll go ahead and I'm gonna use, to be safe, I'm gonna use a level ball on him. I think that might be the right thing to do. Looks kind of cool. And if we catch him, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm going to name him after the greatest boxer of all time in my book. And a lot of people are gonna disagree with this, but and people have 2 names floating around. I'm dragging this out. People have 2 names floating around. I'm going to pick one of those 2 names, right? So, or maybe most people do. There's probably some other fighter that feel like, nah, he was the best. Anyways, I'm going to go with Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson was the greatest boxer of all time. So we're going to name him Tyson. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Tyson is going to be his name because I think Mike Tyson's the best. Muhammad Ali would have been the other pick. A lot of people probably think that Ali was probably better, and he probably, I don't know, maybe he was. But Mike Tyson says that Muhammad Ali was the greatest. Tyson, sorry, I had to think about it. Yeah, so Tyson thinks that Muhammad Ali was the greatest boxer ever, and if they had ever boxed, he would have won. Ali would have won, and from what I understand, Ali said the same thing about Mike Tyson. So they seem like pretty cool guys in terms of having respect for each other. So that's kind of cool. Now, of course, what I think is it just depends. If Mike Tyson could have gotten the hit off in the beginning of the fight, like in the first round or maybe second round, then he would have won. But if not, Muhammad Ali would have probably won for sure. So that's my thought. So they're both great boxers, and honestly, I think it could go either way. But if in a long fight, Muhammad Ali would have definitely won the fight. Now, obviously, we've already caught a Pokemon here, so I can't catch this guy. yeah. So, anyways, little boxing opinions from Kephas, which you probably didn't expect today. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and beat this guy, and then we're gonna do one more max raid battle just for the fun of it and see what it is. We can't catch it because we've already caught everything that we can catch. But either way, we just destroyed that poor little Weavile. And yeah, I'm just want to do one more just for the fun. Let's see what it is. Ooh, it's this thing. That is a dark and ice type, so we're going to stay right where we are with Blitz. Blitz is the man for this. We will be going to an ice area, but we will not be going to an ice gym because this is Pokemon Sword and not Shield. And so unfortunately I don't get to battle Melanie. I would love to battle Melanie at least once. Is her name Melanie or Melody? I think it's Melody, actually. Again, I don't have the game, so I don't know. I've never met her, so I might be getting her name wrong. But anyways, she's like the Ice Queen. She uses like ice Pokemon, and it'd be really cool to get to battle her, but you don't get to. I kind of would love it if they would like add an expansion. I mean, I guess it would take away from the point of, you know, having a different game, but like it would just be cool to get to battle her without having to go pay $60 just to battle her. And that little Alistair dude is kind of creepy looking with the mask on, is also kind of cool. But either way, let's go ahead and take. Oh, Max, you get to attack first. You're not. So Blitz isn't quite as fast as Rook, which is ironic considering his name is Blitz. Either way, okay. So, well, sorry, Jolteon. I guess you don't get to participate today. But then again, this is like Evolve, whatever the heck this Pokemon's name is, Evolve Sneasel, which is probably the most Weavile. That's his name. Probably the most annoying Pokemon in this game. Weavile or Sneasel, they're the Zubat of the Galar region, for sure. Because they're just everywhere, and they run after you, and they're jerks. No one likes them. So, and they're a pain to evolve. Because you got to trade them with an item. So, or something. No, I don't think you actually do trade them. I think it's like you have to give them an item, and they have to do something with it, or something weird like that. Either way, no one likes you, Sneasel, Weavile. But I'll take your candy. It's like basically what I'm doing is I'm stealing candy from a baby Pokemon, kind of. Whatever. Okay, Icy Wind. Gee, that kind of tickled on a fire Pokemon. Let's see. So, sometime today, because we got to get through all of this. There we go. And, well, of course, see, because of the barrier, it didn't do a lot of damage, but that's the way it goes. So we get to sit through this for a little bit longer. Oh God, look, frickin' Martin with his frickin' Solrock and his cosmic power. Oh my good lord. Okay, there we go. That didn't kill, but it hurt. Hone Claws. Cool. Will that matter? Probably not. Although, you never know. He is going to get to attack at least one more time. Welcome back, Jolteon. Hopefully you don't get knocked out in the first round like you did last time. You might, though. Nope, we're all good. Good. Can I please attack? Oh, God. Everybody? Really? Yes, we get it. Everybody loses speed. Okay, game. My God. Hey, look at that. Jolteon got to attack. And he might be the one to do the finishing blow. Well, there you go. Good job, Jolteon. So, that's a Weavile. We're not going to catch it. We don't want it. But either way, got some candy, got a couple new Pokemon, and we're going to be moving on to the Rock Gym. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button. And feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and if you'd like, you can support this channel on Patreon. Links to all of this can be found in the description below. This is Kephas. Until next time.